October the 6th. Got company coming out early. They're looking for film some spruce grouse again. Had that big steak last night, and I couldn't eat all that. I knew that, so I kept it and some potatoes and threw in some of Caleb and Carissa's free-range chickens, eggs out here that I brought up. Time to enjoy.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You alone?
No, no, this is right there. No.
Well,
I'll get to be alone on this adventure.
My guests that arrived that morning, they're on assignment, and by the rules they can't be publicized before the work they were doing gets published. So maybe down the road I can tell you more about that, but basically what goes on is I had this excellent place to photograph spruce grouse, and so they came to look at them, photograph them, and they had a really good time. They saw a lot of spruce grouse. I think we had 15 in the yard the first morning they came, and antics such as this, a lot of strutting and puffing going on, and so it was a grand success for the people who came in to see my spruce grouse. So more on that later.
go on back now. Yeah. Just hang on though a second. It's not complete quite yet.
Let me know, Bart. Oh, you got some of this stuff left back here, huh? God, jeez.
Now, I want you to check that line on there. There's a black line. I marked that.
Now that black line.
I haven't touched it.
Well, yeah, the black line's way up here.
Well, maybe you put a sneak line in there, but I put the true one. So.
Yeah, this is some good stuff here.
All right. Anyway, just to let you know, Grandpa's in his place. The kids are
I
outside.
like the chair.
I thought you might like that.
Oh, my goodness sake.
It's been a hopping place around the cabin lately. Just after the magazine team left with Scott, the local DNR man that brought them out each morning at daylight so they could be there when the spruce grouse arrived. The next day I went up with the Outback and picked up Jim up on a little drier ground where they parked a big van, and we brought in, well, there was 8 of them piled into that Outback with all their stuff on top. You think it was funny bringing that bicycle, you should have seen the load we had in that Outback when we brought this whole crew in.
get in the picture. But
Yeah, I'll be in the picture.
There you go. Bud. I got the back.
Cabin, everybody to smoke. Jim's family arrived on a Saturday morning, and then they pulled out on a Monday morning. But in that meantime, there was over 48 hours of action-packed fun, sitting around the campfires, having s'mores out in the woods. I'm safe to say a good time was had by all. Wow. It's October the 10th. About 1:30 in the afternoon. It's all quiet here. It's been a great time the last. Well, I had photographers and writers in for 3 days, and then a few days, cabin partner Jim brought his whole family up. Ended up being 8 of them joined me, so they're on their way home to Illinois, and I'm back on my own again. So kind of late for lunch, but I think we had a pizza last night. Tasted pretty good. I think it's the quickest thing I can whip up for lunch. So I brought the fixings in. I think I'll have one of those and then decide what to do with all my alone time. Well, I got a couple of pizzas made up here, and time to I'll put the cabin back into alone mode. We had 9 people sitting around here, so we kind of moved things around and pulled out the seating and made seats out of anything we could because it was really nice out there around the fire. But I'll tell you what, 30 degrees, it felt pretty good to get in here around the wood stove. And with so much hot chocolate, I found a little bit of a stash. Got it bailed out in the last morning, so it went pretty good. Fast and quick pizzas here. Little pre-mix, some olives and sausage and cheese left over, but now just start adding in here what I got left. A little generous helping of cheese on top. Put in that just a little dash of water. Find my tight fitting lid. Let that steam for 2 minutes. We're good to go. As usually happens, there's extra food come in with groups like that, so we were going to have spaghetti last night, pasta, but I said, why don't you save that, we'll make up some pizzas. Well, so now they left the spaghetti and pizza, and I'm going to have some of it tonight. I got some meatballs that they left. Be a little different thing in the menu. I never fixed spaghetti up here before, but it's going to work pretty good today. Well, 1 more minute to go here. Piled all of their gear on my bicycle cart. I think most of them had a backpack besides, but got everything back out to the outback, and I took them up to good ground where they had their vehicle parked. It was a big, huge Ford 350 van, and no way we want to try to bring that down that old trail. So got them sent off and out down the road a ways and visited a friend for a while. Stopped at another place with no way around, so made a slow drive around the woods and came back in for lunch, and here we are. Pizza time. One would probably be enough, but with only a week to go, I got so much food to use up. Start closing out the book on some of these entrees. Get a good start on this one while that one finishes up.